Welcome back to day number 10 of the 12 Days to Clarity. Today we're going to be talking about dynamic data exploration. Well, not exactly dynamic data exploration, but something that we often forget when creating reports for dynamic data exploration. These are dynamic titles and so on in Power BI that can really help to push your clarity one step above. First, let me show you what's possible in native Power BI. So, we want to start with a clustered column chart because what we want to do is first make it a little bit bigger like this and then populate it with our actuals. Now what we'd like to do is we'd like to compare these actuals to our forecasts, right? Forecast 1, forecast 2 and forecast 3. But we do need a dynamic forecast measure, which is a simple switch measure that we have made here, and we're going to use this one for our y-axis as well. Okay, just like this. And now we'd like to expand this by comparing by month. Oh, wait, I have to click. By month. So we're going to put this on our x-axis. There we go. And now we have quarters here, and we also have, of course, a couple of legend entries, and a couple of things do change dynamically. We can see that, of course, we have dynamic forecast here because this is the name of our measure. However, there's no way for me to actually change this to something else. If I would, let's say, choose now forecast 2, the only thing that's telling me that this is forecast 2 is this slicer. And if I choose forecast 3, again, the only thing that's telling me this is forecast 3 is this slicer. Now, that's fine, but I think we can do better. Also, I'd like to see something else, like maybe my time period here in my title, or maybe the business unit that we're actually looking at. So there's quite a lot of things that I feel we could add here into this report to make it a little bit more clear. And now I think we can do this better with Zebra BI. Now this report that we have here is pretty dynamic. As you can see, we again have our 3 forecasts, one after the other. We also have our month name, our year name, and so on. But we would like to see this shown in the visuals themselves as well, right? So one thing we want to do is when we see that we flip to forecast 2, it'd be really cool to see forecast 2 here as well. Well, and the good thing is that we can. If I go into my column settings, I can simply right here selected forecast, which is a measure that just returns the selected forecast that I have from this slicer. Oh, sorry, misclicked. Like that. And now, confirm this, you can see that my forecast FC became my forecast 1. And the best part is, if I now change it to forecast 2, it changes to forecast 2. This makes it fully dynamic and very clear. We know exactly what we are comparing towards. We don't have to look somewhere else. We can stick to the visualization that we're trying to understand. This brings extra clarity and understanding to anybody reading your report. Now, having this just on one table is cool, but of course we would like to have it as well in our charts. So let's go into our charts, open up my legend entry here, and do the same thing again. Just write selected forecast. There we go. Enter, and now we have forecast 2. Again, we don't have to leave the visual that we're comparing. We just need to stay on the visual, and all the data that we need is presented there. Now, a very cool thing that we can do next is actually improve also our titles. And I've set a title up here that we can change to be a little bit more dynamic. We have actuals, forecast, and plan for year, month, by period for our cost centers. Good. Let's see how we can make it more dynamic. So now if I click on the title, right here, and I can try to change my month, let's say, that I have here. I'm going to delete this, and you can see that it already finds some measures that I can use. Now that I have my selected month name here, you can see it automatically changes the title to August because my selected month is August. If I change it, there we go, you'll see it changes to February. Okay, let me make all the necessary adjustments and I'll show you the finished product in the end. Alright, I've added also my selected forecast and of course my year, selected year. So now there's no guesswork involved anymore. If we want to check out some data for 2024, for our month, let's choose May, we can see all of this is shown in the title. Click on Forecast 3 and things change dynamically as well. So we always know exactly what we're looking at. We always know exactly what dynamic data exploration we have done to come to the selected outcome. So as you saw, dynamic data exploration can be improved from native Power BI quite a lot. But I do think it's most useful where you really have a lot of these data exploration done with different slicers. Slicers that give context to what we're actually seeing on our report. For that reason, I've today shown you our working capital template, but if you need another example, maybe one that you want to practice on, you can check out our SaaS sales dashboard. But I'm pretty sure you also have quite a lot of reports where something like this can help you achieve better clarity in your reports. If you want to try it on your data, do go into the description below and start your free trial of Zebra BI today. Now this has been a very dynamic day 10 out of 12 days to clarity video for you guys to get better. Now do tell us, what do you do right now in your reports to help this kind of clarity? Write it down in the comments below. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time.